Hi there, and welcome to 360Gamercast, the UK's #1 Xbox 360 podcast. Hello and welcome to episode 22 of 360Gamercast. I'm your host Mark Webb, gamertag Webby317.
I'm Carl360. That is my gamertag, and my name is Carl Lush.
My name's Colin D. My gamertag's Collie Wally.
My name's Mark Eden. I'm a gamertag Uncle Math, and I'm the best looking one out of all of us.
Yeah, right, you wish, mate. I'm the best looking one. I don't see you going out pulling all the birds, mate.
Yeah, well, I've got a girlfriend, you see, so I've been pulling all my life. I mean, well, that sounds weird, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, you've been pulling with your right hand, mate.
Okay, I admit it. So if you do hear any banging and pulling again.
Right, okay. So, hello everybody and welcome to the show's episode 22. 22 weeks is quite a while. I never actually thought we'd last this long. It's pretty good.
Still haven't had a wage yet.
Oh no, mate, I'm still waiting for some money as myself. I'm actually losing money from this. Hope you appreciate it.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, does anyone know what's happened to Tom? I really miss him and I think he's dropped off the face of the planet.
I think the sheep have had revenge.
No, I think he's still doing his army course. I see him on MSN sometimes, and I say hi to him. Sometimes I won't get a response because everyone ignores me on MSN. We're
just busy people. I mean, I normally have my MSN on and I'm just sitting there playing Xbox and people are trying to talk to me. I'm like, I'm playing Xbox, I'm too much into it to even chat on MSN.
I think the last time I actually saw him was deep in the woods in Wales. He did not look like Rambo to me then, so I ran away. I saw him stitching his arm up.
Well, anyway, getting straight into it. As we all know, E3 starts next week, July the 14th, and there's some rumours going around about there's going to be some big Xbox news coming out on at E3, at e3expo.com, but no one knows what this big announcement's going to be. The general chat on the internet at the moment is the Wii-style remote control, which we talked about last week. And also some brand new Xbox Live features, because as we know, the PS3's had its update now, and they've got their achievement system, which is called trophies, and they're trying to copy the Xbox with it. So I think Xbox might be announcing something to do with Xbox Live to make it a bit more different to the competitors, and maybe a lot better, I'm hoping.
I'm wondering if any of the rumors from the previous update will come true, or any new interesting developments. We'll see.
I certainly hope so.
Mm-hmm.
I certainly hope so, indeedly. No, it's not math.
I just thought I'd get another laugh without even saying anything.
Okay, this week I've been playing Unreal 3 and Alone in the Dark. I'm going to give my impressions of Unreal 3. Probably the best looking Xbox 360 game I've seen so far today. Very, very fast paced, as you would expect from any of the Unreal games. Works, I used to play it on the PC and, with a mouse and keyboard, but this feels on the Xbox controller really smooth. Like when you're running around, it's really quick. The graphics are amazing, and I'll tell you, I've not experienced any lag at all on this game. I think it's because they've set up a load of dedicated servers for it. But as a single-player game, it absolutely sucks because there isn't any story or anything really. So mainly, if you're going to buy this game, it's mainly just for all-out frag-fest online. It's very, very good. I'd recommend it as an online shooter, definitely.
Will you actually buy the game, though?
I'm not going to buy it. I'm renting it. The reason I won't buy it is because, for me, I'm more of a team-based kind of shooter. I like a bit more tactics, kind of like Ghost Recon, like Search and Destroy and Call of Duty, stuff like that. Because I get quite bored of just playing online, just shooting people, and that's it. And another annoying thing is online, you need to hold down right on the D-pad to talk. It's not like on Halo where you just got to tap the button and it carries on while you're talking. You actually have to hold the bloody thing down for the whole duration of you talking.
And you're using your left thumb, right? So you're not moving while you're talking, basically, right?
No, that's it. Yeah, it's absolutely stupid. They should have made it like a bumper or something at least, or just made it as a normal. Just leave the voice chat open like they do in most games. It's really that is one little gripe I got with this game. That is really annoying. And half the people I've been playing with didn't even know that they had to press down on the D-pad because it doesn't tell you anywhere on the game startup screens or anything. So you got people going, oh, I've been trying to talk to you for ages and I didn't realise I had to press right on the D-pad until you just said. Because like, whenever you go into a game, like the first thing I say now is, if any of you want to talk, remember you got to press down, you got to press on the D-pad. And they're like, oh, I didn't know. And it's like, bloody hell, well annoying. But yeah,
Surely you can change the button configuration on the options.
I've not tried to be honest.
We should have a look, see if you can.
I will update
Most-
you later on.
Fair
The
enough.
thing is, they've made it more complicated by actually doing that, though. I mean, because you do want to move your man, aim, shoot, throw grenades, do whatever you need to do. But then you just say, like, if someone's sneaking up behind one of your teammates, and you've got to physically stop and risk your own life just to tell him that someone else is behind him. And I do find that it is too confusing at the end of the day. I know it's a simple presser, right or left on the D-pad, but you want to keep on moving yourself, don't you?
Yeah, it's very nice, especially on a game like Unreal. I mean, it is a very, very fast-paced game. You know, it's super quick. You don't want to be stopping to press down a button to chat. It's just so annoying, you know? It's really, really stupid.
Does that happen in every game mode, though?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm not going to bother with it. My brother's been raving on about it, and I've been thinking, oh, should I get it? But then, if it's going to have these little faults, and it is a fault to me, I'm not going to bother with it.
No, you might be better off getting something like Quake Wars or something like that. Maybe. That's
Yeah.
pretty.
Let's think,
That
have any
seems
of
pretty
you
good.
tried Quake Wars?
I played the demo. I really enjoyed playing the demo.
Ah,
That's pretty. You know, you got all your vehicles and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. One other game I've been playing this week, as I was talking about it last week as well, Alone in the Dark. And just update, I'm on the 6th chapter now, and there's about 9 chapters in the game, I think, and I'm finding it a real grind just to get through it. It's just, you know, it's set up as a game for casual gamers or whatever, but there's some bits which are really stupidly hard, but they're not hard for the sake of being hard, it's because the control scheme is so messed up. And, you know, when you're looking in your jacket to do your inventory and stuff, it doesn't pause the game, so you still get hit by enemies and stuff when you're looking in your jacket to get stuff out and that, and it's like really annoying. Especially the driving sequences. There was this one driving sequence we had to drive through New York City, and it's all blowing up around you, and it must have taken me about 10 goes just to do that, because wherever you like messed up and got killed or whatever, you had to start that section from right at the beginning again, and it's so annoying.
Yeah, I can understand how you feel.
It's really, I was like so close to chucking my controller across the room.
Just turn the game off.
Yeah, I turned it off and just take my frustration out on Call of Duty or something.
like you said, Webby, I'm renting games as well now, you know, to do reviews. And I've got 2 through in the post. One's the Bourne Conspiracy game, which I know we talked about when you got back from Play.com Live. And the other is Turning Point Fall of Liberty, I think.
So
Well-
what are these brilliant games like then, Carl?
Well, admittedly, I wasn't really, you know, keen on the 2 choices because, well, I had no idea what I was getting into. And especially with Fall of Liberty, I was thinking, because I was looking at the reviews and another member of the community said, oh, someone should actually rent this game just to rip into it. Well, to be honest, I've played the game for about all of 5 minutes, and it's shit.
Did you play the demo? Did you play the demo?
I didn't, no.
Oh, mate.
I decided I'd get the game, you know, running through, actually from the start. you get you run through, you do all this stuff, and next thing I know, I've got an achievement just out of the blue. I'm just running down this thing, and I just get an achievement. I look at it, and I'm like, oh, that seems like a pretty lame achievement.
Actually,
Carry on.
I know what the achievement was for, Carl. It was actually for
What?
doing 5 minutes of the game without turning it off.
Yeah.
No, but what it is I was running through, I got an achievement, I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't bother looking at it, because I was just, getting into the game. Somehow I was getting into the game, right? Then I get into this elevator, and it starts going down, and I see this pop-up thing, like on tutorial levels and that, you get, like, hold whatever to aim down the scope. And it said that, so I thought, oh, there must be enemies nearby. And there's enemies dropping down in these parachutes, so I shot one, shot the other, and I got another achievement.
It sounds like my
So I'm
kind of
like-
game.
So I'm like, oh, wow, this must be like a game of Star Wars, utopia.
It sounds like I think I might have to put that on my rental list if the achievements are that easy.
Then I'm running through, playing the game again, as per usual. I get another achievement, and I'm like, what is this game about? Just running through the game, getting achievements? Bloody hell.
That sounds like Avatar to me.
But that's like, just press B a few times and you get 1,000 achievements.
I
That's
wouldn't know.
nothing, really.
I wouldn't know about that.
Right.
It's not on my list. I'm honest. I'll have to go
It's
and
on mine.
hide my played list now.
So
you
that's-
already told us on a podcast a few weeks ago that Avatar was your most embarrassing game played. So.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Continue.
Yeah, so Turning Point, Fall of Liberty is good for achievement whores, yeah?
I'd imagine so, because I was just playing it through normal, and just every other achievement was popping up. I'm like, oh, great.
Wicked, man. It doesn't give you a good feeling inside when that little icon pops up, goes, and it does that little noise, and you're like, oh, it feels so good. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is a question for you, yeah, about achievements. I know you guys aren't as into it as me, but did you ever find sometimes when you're like just sitting at home watching TV or whatever, you sometimes hear the noise, and you're not even
Yes.
playing Xbox?
I think every Xbox owner has heard this noise from now, when you're not playing their Xbox. It's really weird.
I've had it so much. I've been like watching movies or whatever, and I'm like, hear the achievement unlocked sound just in my ear, and I'm like, what's going on, mate? Achievement
I think
unlocked.
it needs therapy. I've never even heard the noise.
I'll tell you what.
Back in my gamer score, I don't
There's a
think
growing
I've heard
crazy.
the noise at all.
About a year ago, there was a massive thread about it on the Xbox forums, on the UK general discussion. Someone had made a post about it, and it had a couple of hundred replies easy of everyone going, yeah, I hear it all the time, man. It's crazy. So I'm not the only one.
No, you're not the only Speffel one.
But
I hear it as well.
But I just love it. I'd sit in there, and I even have it as my text message tone on my phone now.
You saddo.
Achievement unlocked. Someone's texted me. Well, hey.
Oh my god.
That's wicked.
Achievement unlocked. You've got a friend that actually wants to talk to you.
I'll tell you what. I'm actually gonna get that noise, and I'm gonna play it on this podcast. Every
You should.
time, Kyle.
When someone makes a funny.
Whenever someone says something funny, you're gonna get the achievement unlock sound, and Matthew's gonna get none because he's the least funny bloke I've ever met in my life.
Yeah. No sniffle, boring, get going.
Yeah, that's right, mate. That's right. So anyway,
Can I get back to corn? Blah, blah, blah.
oh yes, of course. Sorry.
Yeah, I forgot to give out my review as well for Born Conspiracy, which I must add is the best game I've played at the moment.
Really?
Get
It's
out.
actually,
No way.
it
Well,
is actually really, really, really good.
me, Math, and Tom played it at Play.com Live, and to be honest, I didn't really think much of it then. And I hear it hasn't got very good reviews, but I'd like to hear your opinion. Definitely, mate.
Well, when you start off, you're doing it, and admittedly, it does feel a bit like Assassin's Creed, but with like guns and up-to-date sort of thing. It feels a bit like that, but it's not really that repetitive because you've got like a cover system. You got all the stuff you'd expect now from a third-person shooter with Gears of War setting the standard, and so I was playing it, and you got like a sorry, I can't a beat 'em up style. So you got that, and then you've also got a third-person shooter like mixed into it, and it really does make the gameplay go like, you know, oh, what am I playing sort of thing. You know what I mean? Not in the bad way. It's like, you know, in the good way. But like, so I started it up, you know, not expecting it, and the graphics are a bit hit and miss though, in my opinion, though, because like, you start it up and it looks like, oh, this is going to be really good graphics because it's got like the cutscenes you get on there. So I'm there thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be great. But then when it gets to like the in-game bit and you think, wait, what just happened? And then it's just really hard to explain. It's like when they're talking in-game, it just looks really silly. But when it's, you know, the cutscenes and that, it looks really good. Which, you know, I don't see why they've done something like that, really.
'Cause it sucks.
But like that may be the case. But no, it's really good. It's like you're there and you got like you can do different combos. Admittedly, it is just X for a light punch, Y for a heavy punch, and A to block. And you can actually just hold A and block every single time. But the annoying thing about that though is like you'll block someone's attacks. You'll go to do a combo or whatever, and they'll just keep bashing you, and you're like, just fuck off, sort of thing. And like especially the bosses, it just gets on your nerve. I'm playing it through on normal because you got easy, normal, then you got other higher difficulties than that. And I mean, it's just so annoying, really.
Okie
It's like
dokie.
you can
Carl
do different
played
sort
the
of
demo.
takedowns. Huh?
I played the demo and thought it was okay until I got to the boss in the airplane, and I tried like 10 times to beat him, and he kept just kicking my ass, and so I said, to hell with this, I'm not going to do it anymore, and I gave up. You know what part I'm talking about?
I don't, because I'm actually right at the beginning. I don't know. Is there a
Oh.
film? Is this based on the film?
No. It's kind of a separate storyline from what I gather. But I got to the end. Sorry if I spoiled this for anybody, but at the end of the demo, there's a boss in you get on an airplane and you're fighting a boss in an airplane, and I found it to be
That
quite
must be
difficult.
I think that's further in actually, because you start off and you're like near a boat port, and you just, it's really weird.
Cool.
But I'll give it a 7 out of 10 Born Conspiracy, because it's a pretty decent game. You got different sort of takedowns you can do by pressing B when you fill up your meter, and they look really sweet. But with the weapon ones, you've actually got to do something else with it. You got to actually like press X, Y, or B or whatever.
Okie dokie. Well, my review score would be 2 out of 10 from playing it at play.com live, but hey.
Is that true?
Mine would be 1 because I had to queue up to play it and I was
Yeah.
disappointed.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're just going to get into a couple of bits of news for a couple of games now. One of them is Grid, which is obviously out, which I don't really like because it's a bit like Need for Speed. But they've brought out a patch for the Xbox 360 version. It comes with a number of enhancements and changes, but it's pissed a lot of people off for one reason only, and this would piss anybody off who likes to rank up and stuff. The patch has resetted everyone's online rank back down to 0. So all the players that have put hours and hours of work into building up their online rank have had it all ruined.
So I wouldn't have been affected then, would I? Because I wouldn't have got any gamer points.
But the problem is you unlock achievements when you attain certain ranks as well. So it's pissed off people even more, man. That's well bad, isn't it?
What? So is there an achievement for like getting the highest rank, or?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that would be so devastating if you log off and you've only got like one more level to do, and the next day you come on and it's like, oh yeah, I got a patch, let's download it. You download it and you're back to 0.
That's
I'll
nice.
be well devastated.
Oh, yes. Okay, and another one is probably one that people won't be very interested in, but there's a patch has come out for the Incredible Hulk. It now has online multiplayer, and it also has co-op and head-to-head and free play. So if you have the Incredible Hulk, which I doubt many of you have because it looks a bit poo, download this extra downloadable content to be able to play it online, mate.
What could
Yeah.
the multiplayer
Well-
possibly be like for Incredible Hulk?
I have no idea.
That's the thing. I might put that on my list now and get that to come through next week. Because
And give us another review, Carl.
I will do.
You know it, mate. You know it. Also, I just want to talk about you know how Xbox Live is going at the moment with it being a little bit PC as the world seems to be going at the moment, and banning people's gamer tags.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
Well, I'll come up on a little story today on the internet on n4g.com, and there's this bloke in the UK. His gamer tag was Bend Over X, all one word. Obviously, you know Bend Over's quite a famous porn star or whatever. But, you know, I don't see anything offensive with the name Bend Over. Do you guys, really?
Not really, no.
Because if your name is Bend Over, what, you know. Anyway, he's been told by Microsoft to change his gamer tag because it's now deemed offensive.
That's
Is it
it.
going to be
probably-
free of
he would-
charge for him to do?
Yeah, of course it will, yeah.
I just put
Well-
Ben and then space with an X in between it and then Dover. That's what I'd be doing.
I think it's a bit crazy though. I mean, there's no offensive words in there at all. You know, I could understand if it was like, I don't know, like a swear word or something in reference someone's genitalia or something like that. But that isn't. You know, I just don't understand. I really don't understand why they would do that.
It's just everything nowadays is just being censored right up.
Yeah,
Soon you have words like sex, that's going to be censored.
it probably
But
already
the thing
is.
is, though, in America, their swear words ain't like the ones that we're using today. I mean, so why would they think bend over? You know, us British people know who he is. Obviously, half of the Americans do because we all watch porn. Well, not apart from me myself, like. But the thing is, no, honestly, I don't. I watch animal stuff, mate. But going back to it, why would anyone ever think that name is offensive?
No
It's
idea.
stupid.
I reckon someone
Well-
must have complained against it or something.
Right, that's my theory. Is the guy's probably a dickhead online, and so he's made a lot of enemies, and people just are trying to do whatever they can to get him. You know, they file complaints against him for having an offensive gamer tag.
Mm.
You know, I mean, you guys know the con. I didn't know that Bend Over was a a porn star or British. You know, is it a British porn star? Because I've
Yeah.
never heard of. Okay, well, I mean, the connotation over here is twofold, right? You got bend over to get your spanking and bend over to get raped or whatever, and so that's what they're trying to cut down on is the. I don't know. It seems like everyone's talking about get raped. You know, I raped you. You know, that's all it is on Xbox Live when I play
Yeah.
at least is rape, 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 rape.
And it's
Maybe they're
all
trying to crack down on that.
the thing that we always get is we get into a room of Call of Duty, and there's a load of Yanks in there, and they're all like, "Are you British, dude? You go brush your teeth."
Yeah, and then you
Crumpets.
counter with your fat ass yank and all that.
It's cheeseburger.
Damn that! What was that movie? The McDonald's? What was Super Size Me? Everybody
Yeah.
saw Super Size Me. Yeah, that's why. That bastard.
Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah, because he lived off McDonald's for a month, and he was literally throwing up
Yeah, I
everywhere,
watched
wasn't he?
Yep.
Disgusting.
But I've pretty much been doing that my whole life because that's all I eat.
All you eat is McDonald's?
You're,
Well, pretty much all I eat is the fries.
you're worse than a Yank. Worse than a Yank,
Look,
mate.
I'm a Yank, and I can't remember the last time I ate McDonald's. Maybe 3-4 months ago.
Well, it wouldn't be
Twice a year.
McDonald's itself.
Okay, Burger King then.
No.
No Burger
Like
King.
chips.
Okay.
Taco Bell.
Okay, how come in America, right, they get all these, like, promotions for Xbox, like Burger King gives away free game, like arcade games with their meals, they get, like, their own gamer pictures and exclusive demos and stuff like that, when, like, the rest, like, the UK and that doesn't get them. It really, really annoys a lot of people.
Yeah, but I
Right.
can answer that. You know, that just entices the American to go in there and eat all the food, and that's why we call them fat. So you know what I mean? It works well
Well,
for them, doesn't it?
Those Burger King games were absolutely terrible. I think they were selling them for like $3. I mean, any game that's being sold for $3, like you buy a terrible game, so I didn't even bother with it. But I don't know. Sorry.
No worries. Okay, What do you guys remember the old like cheat cartridges and stuff like that for your old, like you could get them for the PS1 and your Mega
Yeah.
Drive and all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
Well, Exploder was one of the big ones, and Exploder have just announced that they have cracked the Grand Theft Auto 4 saves. So they're bringing out this thing, this device for £15, and basically it's going to unlock all of the game saves and unlock all of the game's goodies without you having to work for it. Yeah, so
Isn't
it's
that the
going to
whole
give you
idea
all
of
the...
actually buying the game though?
Yes, it's
work
going to
for you?
enable all the game saves and all that stuff, and you know you have like a save with everything unlocked and, or you know, just stuff like that really.
What
It's-
for both systems?
Just for the Xbox 360.
PS3 and Xbox.
Apparently, just for the Xbox 360
How
at the
would
moment.
it work? Yeah, I mean, does it come on like a?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I haven't seen a picture of it. I've only seen the text of it, if you know what I mean. I would imagine it's just like a disc, or that comes with a little memory unit or something. Maybe I'm not sure.
I think they've already got one out at the moment. I've seen it every time I go into Game and Game Station. I've seen it, you know, the Xbox 360 Exploder, and I'm like, who would actually buy that? Because at the end of the day, it's cheating. Microsoft don't like cheating, so anyone using that is going to be banned, dude.
You hope. I don't think so somehow though. I just think what you know. My theory, you know, I'll say like, why buy a game and pay like an extra 15 quid just to like unlock stuff? It's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? You know what I mean?
That's true.
Stupid, mate. I just don't understand people that do it, to be honest with you. I really don't.
Or maybe they're just doing it for the kicks.
I don't know, you just get their mates
don't
around me. Oh, because for me it ruins the game, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I like going through Grand Theft Auto and earning everything and stuff like that. You know, you get a sense of achievement from it, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, it's, you know. Right, this is for the American listeners. We've got a nice little news story that I'm just going to read out. From Springfield, Ohio.
Simpsons.
The Simpsons. Right. Police have released a 911 call from a man claiming that his roommate had been shot and killed by someone. Officers went to the home where one man was arrested for aggravated murder. The victim has been identified as a 24-year-old Johnny Robert Hyde. The caller told the 911 dispatcher that he may have been shot in an argument over an Xbox 360 video game system. The caller told 911 that his roommate confessed to killing Hyde sometime later Tuesday night. The caller said that his roommate, 30-year-old Mark Burwell, wanted to turn himself in. Crime scene investigators recovered a weapon that may have been used in the shooting. The 911 communication operators who took the call did a great job. In the 911 call, the roommate talked about the motive. The caller said that Johnny was trying to steal his Xbox when he just shot him down as he was trying to get out of the door. Moody said there is an indication that this was over the Xbox, but of course that is a statement from the defendant. The case will eventually be turned over to the grand jury. At this time, he is on bail for $250,000.
What is the lesson learned?
Don't
Do
nick
not
him.
Xbox. Yeah.
That's it. Don't mess with a man and his Xbox.
You'd have let him take a PS3, wouldn't he?
Yeah, if you like, have it, mate.
Here's a question today. Colin, over the £250,000 bond. Right, if that bond was to be paid, is he set free, allowed to carry on with life, or what?
The way bond works, it's kind of like it's how you pay so that you can get out of jail initially until your trial, and then if you go on the loose or whatever, then that bail is used as a reward partially for bounty hunters and bondsmen to track you down and catch you.
Like Dog, the bounty hunter.
If you post, yeah, like Dog the bounty hunter. So if you post bond,
Yeah.
What's that, Colin?
if you post bond and you go through your trial and you're innocent, or if you're guilty, you get the bond back. It's the price you pay for your freedom from your arrest till your trial. and then if you skip town or try to flee, yeah.
Well,
In America, though,
But
can you
can
actually
be back
buy
if
your way
you,
out of prison?
if you go to the trial?
I thought I'd get out of it.
Not that I would know of.
I always thought that over in America, that's what the bond stood for, but now I've been set straight at least.
Yeah, it's...
I'd take that dog the bounty hunter on any day. He's an old man, I tell you. He only goes round with mace, wear a mask, a ski mask. What possible harm can he do? He can chase you down the road for a couple hundred yards. He'd be knackered.
Okay, this is one that happened in the UK when Grand Theft Auto 4 come out. Two robbers savagely beat a teenager in order to steal the video game he had just bought. They've been remanded in custody and are warned to expect a jail sentences. Their 18-year-old victim, Preston Crown Court had just queued up to purchase Grand Theft Auto 4 for the Xbox 360 when it was released at midnight in April. The prosecutor said the two hoodies were noticed hanging around outside the Blockbuster store in Northbrook Road, Leyland at midnight. As the teenager and a friend were walking away with their brand new games, which they bought for £40, the robbers struck. Defendant Oliver Andel suddenly jumped out and began to fiercely punch the teenager in the face. Stunned and hurt, the youth stumbled backwards when Mark Hughes joined in, also punching the defenceless victim. The teenager was kicked while on the ground and punched again in the face as the new game was ripped from his hands and the two attackers made off. He suffered serious injuries, including a broken jaw in two places and a fractured nose. The victim suffered great pain and needed an operation. He's been left anxious about going out following the robbery. The court were also told that a female who had been with the defendants earlier came forward and gave police information. She revealed to police that the robbery had been planned earlier that day when it was known of the midnight release of the much anticipated game. Apparently he sold the game for 20 quid.
Barbarians.
That's what it's like in the UK, mate. It's crazy.
I know, dude. That's
My
why
question
we
is,
love our
though-
Second Amendment, man. You gotta take your gun to the video game store so you can defend yourself.
My question is where was Batman, Robin, Spider-Man, and Superman the night of this mugging?
It's
Aren't they
crazy.
supposed to be out patrolling the streets?
Mate, it's crazy because I remember when I got my Xbox 360 on launch day from Tesco's on the midnight launch, and the security guards, they had about 4 security guards at the store, and like when I bought my Xbox, the security guard walked me to my car.
Yeah, we had police escorts to us.
So I didn't, because there was
my
loads of
God.
people, because there's loads of people just like hanging around, like or hoodies and that. That was mental.
What's this world coming to, eh?
It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, baby.
Suppose I don't have to any launch now though. I mean, I don't have to buy anything. I just wait outside for a weirdo to come out with one. I stick it on eBay straight away.
It's crazy. I remember when I first bought my PS2 as well on launch day, and I was only 16 at the time. And I was 16, so I couldn't drive, so I walked into town and I bought it at like 8:30 in the morning from Woolworths. I was walking through town, like back to my mate's house with the brand new fucking computer in my arm, and I was just like holding it so tight, mate. Like I was like, oh my god, I want to get mugged. I just paid like 300 quid for this.
What
300
have
quid.
you guys actually been mugged?
No.
Any of you?
No,
Okay.
never ever. I
Yeah.
think that, I don't think no one had ever mugged me because I walk around naked. So what have they got to rob? That's the best way not to get mugged, isn't it? Walk around naked.
Okay, this is quite an interesting comparison. I've got the top 5 selling games for the Xbox 360 from North America and Europe. And it's quite a big difference, and this is really surprised. The North American one surprises me the most. The top selling game last week, for in America was Assassin's Creed.
What?
I know.
Was there a price drop?
Must have been. Second best selling was Grand Theft Auto 4. Number 3 is Battlefield Bad Company. Number 4 is Rock Band Special Edition. And at number 5 is Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution. In Europe,
Assassin's Creed.
This Europe one surprises me as well. Number one is GTA 4. Number
Which
two
you
is
can understand.
number two is Battlefield Bad Company. But at number three, after all this time, is Halo 3. What the
What?
hell? It's been out for like nearly a year now. What's going on there? At number four is a Rock Band, Band in a Box. And at number five is Civilization Revolution.
That's silly.
So there you go, your friendly update brought to you by Webby
Thank you, Webby.
of the
Thank
top
you so
five
very much.
games. So I just want to talk about a little rumour. Has anyone played any of the Diablo games on the PC?
Absolutely.
Diablo 2 was awesome. Well, as we all know, Diablo 3 has been announced and will be coming out at some point in the next couple of years. But the rumour is it might be coming out on the consoles as well. Which might be very good because apparently Blizzard have said that it won't be coming out for any consoles, but their CEO Paul Sams told The Guardian he doesn't know yet, which can only mean that they're thinking about it.
I have a question. Blizzard has never actually come out with a console game, have they, at this point? I know
No, they haven't,
had,
no.
StarCraft. There was a StarCraft game that they were going to make for the Xbox that was Ghost something or other, and that was in development for a while, and they've eventually tossed it out, but never happened before. It'd be fun, though. Diablo on a console makes a lot of sense. I think, hack and slash.
Well, definitely, it will definitely shift a lot more because obviously PC gaming's died a death really with all these consoles, and the only way they make money really now is by bringing games out on the consoles, if you know what I mean, because just coming out on a PC, just no money in it, especially with all the torrent sites and stuff like that as well.
Either that or
That's
you're
true.
stuck with MMOs to make money. I mean, Blizzard's got quite the cash cow in World of Warcraft, but
Definitely. I just want to go on to a topic that Math has been dying to talk about for the whole podcast already.
I was actually thinking about it then.
We were talking about this yesterday. Why didn't you get into it, Math? Because I don't want to spoil it for you,
Well, first of all, I bought a second Nintendo Wii because we got rid of the first one. But I bought the Fitboard, and I think the Wii Fitboard's absolutely amazing. I mean, I am actually addicted, to playing it now. I mean, I get up every morning, I tidy the house, I do a little bit of ironing and stuff, and then I'm on it for an hour. I mean, it says that you're supposed to do 15 to 20 minutes of exercise per day, but I'm doing like an hour, and I'm getting 100% in near enough everything that I've done. And I really do think it's, it's what you should have as well, where we get rid of those little old man boobs of yours.
Oh, I don't
I've
have
now
any
lost-
man boobs. It's pure
Yeah,
muscle.
I've lost half a stone since I've been doing it, and I'm determined to lose 1.5 stone. I mean, I've got all my stomach muscles back because I've been doing yoga. I freaking hate stuff like that, but I've got my balance perfect, getting 100% and all that. I mean, I love it to bits. I mean, I'll challenge anyone. I really would. I mean, what are you writing? Shut up. I'll challenge anyone. You can have your friends on your friends list, and you can beat their personal best and stuff like that.
That's pretty
Should have
cool.
said big there, not small. Yeah, I love my Nintendo Wii now. I mean, I haven't even played on Xbox since, Thursday? Because I've been so addicted to being on this Wii. But I actually bought the board, honestly, to sell on eBay for double the amount of money. Bought it for 64 quid with the game. And you can sell the board for 140 quid on its own, and then the game for 50 quid. You're getting 200 quid back, aren't you? It's a good little earner. But I thought to myself, nah, I'll open it and have a go. I'm just so addicted to doing it.
how many
So
good
there you
games
go.
for the Wii, though, total?
I'm buying second-hand ones at the moment because there's no way I'm going to go out and purchase them. I mean, I want family-type ones, so I can beat my girlfriend and beat my daughter, who's only 2.5. I'm so competitive. This, I don't know, the bowling ones are probably the better ones out the whole lot. I mean, I've just got Call of Duty 3 because I've got a little light gun, so I'll probably get that. And a lot of people have been raving, saying that's probably the best game on there. But basically,
Nah.
childish, but it is good entertainment, especially Mario Olympics. I mean, honestly, the sweat was pouring off me, and both my shoulders and my forearms were knackered because I was doing the swimming the wrong way, and I started freaking on my girlfriend because she knew I was doing it the wrong way, but yeah, I was doing it really, really quickly. I tell you what, I was really pumped up, like, and psyched up as well, just to beat my girlfriend, and she had a good laugh at me. Like, I mean, I'm 15.5 stone. I've solid muscle, by the way, and my girlfriend's only like, what, 9 stone, and she beat me. I saw me bum over in big style. Yeah, but I would say get away if you want to do some sort of formal exercise while you are playing the game.
Cool.
But I'm not going to buy a dance mat. She's been trying to say get a dance mat. Dance mat is not allowed in the house. I mean, I can dance like Michael Jackson, yeah, everyone knows, but I'm not letting her learn those dance moves. Yeah, but it's been really good. The boxing's good as well, you know. Got the boxing game. I took it around to my friends. I'll tell you what, we were punching thin air, the pair of us, and I knocked him out with an uppercut. It was so enjoyable. Really was enjoyable to do. And he goes, "You've been practicing this for days." I'd only just got the bloody wee on the same day. You know what I mean? Took him around to his house to show me. Never even played the boxing game ever. But I'm hoping there'll be more better games to come out for it. After all, it's been out for some time now, hasn't it? That's all I've got to say about it, really.
Well, tell us about these,
Sorry, after you.
Carl.
I was going to say, instead of buying Rock Band for 180 or so quid, buy a Wii.
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us about these YouTube videos you've been finding everywhere, Math.
Oh, was this exactly what you were going on about before? Or
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Another conversation. Well, anyway, I wanted to rave on about the Wii board. No, what it was is everyone's been going on about, oh, Math, you know, go and download the videos from YouTube, or, you know, there's videos out everywhere for Call of Duty 5. For the life of it, I went onto YouTube, and it's official Call of Duty 5 video, and I thought, yeah, I'll watch that. And also saw this human hand come up with a little silver gun, and it went pop, and this kid falls over. What the friggin' hell's this? So I started watching anyway, and then you could hear this little American kid go, "You ain't gonna get me," like that. And he legged it across the grass, and next to it, he just rolls and does a somersault. I thought, what the frig? This isn't friggin' Call of Duty friggin' 5. So I stopped that one, and then there was another one. This is the official Call of Duty 5, so I clicked on that, and yet again it was a kid in his kitchen shooting his machine gun at 2 other kids who just fell over. But there was one really good one though. I mean, I give him that. It bloody looked real. I mean, he had a real Colt 45. That was a real gun to me, and I knew it was. Now the thing is, he put muzzle flash at the end of it. The video technology that he's put behind it has been really good, and then smoke come out the gun. But you actually looked backwards as if he'd been really shot, and I thought, well, that does look real to me. So I watched the whole thing, and I tell you what, he would have been he'd have made a great movie. But yeah, again, out of all 22 movies, not one was a freaking official video game, and I saw me bum over it because I sat there. And the funny thing is, and I'm not joking, they were all American kids making these videos. It was so funny. I was going to post one of the things up on the 360 site, and I thought to myself, no, because I'm just publicising it for them. So I never bothered in the end.
Now piqued my interest.
It was so funny though. And I'm still searching now, and I still can't find any proper Call of Duty 5 stuff.
That's the thing about YouTube though, people will like post anything, just official anything, and then I'll go on it. I mean, like, I go onto YouTube sometimes to check out like people's like UFO and ghost videos and stuff, and I go on it and it's all just like people just making tits of themselves, really. I mean, the best place...
actually... Oh, go on.
I'm saying the best place to look for your game videos and stuff is GameTrailers.com, and they've got all the videos on there anyway, if the videos aren't already on the Xbox Live Marketplace.
There's actually a YouTube video of me, my brother and my cousin. He had a rock crawler that he bought for over £1,000, all in pieces, and he'd done it all up. And we were taking up down by our shore, we were taking up these rocks, and, you know, we're all like laughing and singing, freaking hell, it is actually getting up there. I go to the top and I kick it, and it bounced backwards and it went into the sea, and it just got totally wrecked. And it had 740,000 people viewing that because it was such an expensive toy, and I just wellied it. All because he got to the top of the rocks. And my brother said turn it round, so I thought I'd do it with my foot instead of leaning over. Just being broke the thing on him. Why are you writing that? I won't tell anyone. Like,
Um,
Can I say it?
no, right.
nipples of steel. Why do you think you got nipples of steel, and what's impressive about having nipples of steel?
Okay, so moving on because it's getting on now. The last thing I want to talk about is movies that are derived from video games. And I've been searching the internet and I've found a list of how many. Well, I found a list of films that have come from games, and I forgot to count them before I done this, which is really annoying because I was gonna actually come up with some facts and figures of how many films have been made from video games, and I can't actually tell you now. I'll write it in the forums because I'm not going to sit here and count them because there's so many. What I wanted to ask you guys was, what is your favourite and what is your worst film you've seen that's been derived from a video game?
Commando. I loved the Commando film. I hated the Commando game, and that was for the old PC. Oh no, it wasn't. It was for the Spectrum. It was.
I thought the movie came first though for Commando. No.
Commando's not on my list.
I'd
I
say
don't know.
I'd say Doom would have been my favourite one.
That's with The Rock, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that got really bad reviews, didn't it?
It did do, didn't it?
Okay, my favourite is Final Fantasy VII, Advent Children. Absolutely brilliant. And I think probably the worst ones I've seen are either Tomb Raider or Mario Brothers, maybe. No, the Street Fighters were absolutely crap as well, actually.
Yeah. Street Fighter was terrible.
The Mortal Kombat ones weren't too good either, really, to be quite honest.
Pac-Man.
Webby, did you go to pictures to watch Street Fighter?
No.
All right, I was going to say you mug if you did, because I did. I thought the film was crap, really was.
And talking about Street Fighter, they're actually bringing out a new Street Fighter next year, coming out next February, called Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. And do you know who the woman is who's going to be playing Chun-Li?
Margaret Thatcher.
No, do you watch Superman: The Early Years or whatever it's called, and it's got that fit?
Terry Thatcher.
No, The Early Years, where he's a teenager and all that.
Oh no, I don't watch that crap.
Anyway, there's a really fit bird in that, and she's like half Chinese and that, and it's I don't know her name though. Hang on.
Just
Yeah.
call her half Chinese woman.
Yeah, but she is hot stuff. Christine Crook, her name is. Well,
No, I've
nice.
not heard of her.
Very nice, mate. Very nice indeed. Very good-looking woman. But I'm still yet to watch Hitman. I've downloaded it. I just haven't watched it yet. Have any of you guys seen
It's
it?
slow. Yeah, it's a bit slow.
Yeah.
It's a bit, honestly, it's a bit like that, who's that French actor who done, like, he's a hitman who wants to retire and there's a little girl in the film, and it's exactly like that film. It really is slow, like that type of film. I
Oh,
can't think
right.
what the film's called. It's worth a watch, like, all the same.
But it's just like, there's like, I mean, with films that are from movies, I mean, I think a lot of them aren't very popular, are they? But there's always like some that are very good. But in general, they're not very good, are they? Apart from, I thought Silent Hill was very, very good.
Yeah, I think I saw the film for that actually, rather than actually playing the game. And it was really, really, really crazy.
The film's good. I mean, I played all the games as well, and the games are wicked. But the film is really good, mate. Well good. Yeah, I think that's about it, isn't it? Unless everyone's got anything else they want to say quickly.
Thought you were going to ask me about Fahrenheit.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah. Right,
It's
so, okay, right, a couple of podcasts. In a few of my podcasts, if you're a regular listener, you will know that I've been talking about Fahrenheit, original Xbox game, every now and again. It's called Indigo Prophecy in the States. Well, I've actually persuaded Collie Wally to download this brilliant game, even though the American version has cut out all the sex scenes, which are, like, to be honest, probably some of the best bits of the game. But Collie's been playing it for a little bit, and so what do you reckon of it, mate? Do you actually enjoy it as much as I said you would?
What the hell? All right, dude. So here's the game. It's good. It's very different from any game I've ever played, just like you had predicted. So it's like you're actually playing a movie, right? You get to play at least. I've played up to 4 different characters now, and I'm wondering if I'm going to play any more. But the controls are very passive. It's basically just the right thumbstick controlling different choices and moves that you can make, and the combat sequences. It's all just like a kind of memory type test your reaction, messing around with the thumbsticks. But the story's really awesome. I got to a point in the game last night where I literally was just every 2 or 3 minutes just getting goosebumps because the story was really engaging, kind of scary, creepy. So definitely recommend it if you've got the spare Microsoft points to download the original. It's a lot of fun. It's a different gaming experience, but it's very cool.
It is very good because at the beginning of the game, because in this game there's no real set path. What you do in the game determines what happens later on. Like different things happen, and I've played through the game 4 or 5 times now and done things very differently each time to see what happens, and it does change the story. One bit I want to talk about is that at the very beginning of the game, when you're in the cafe bar and that guy's being killed, what did you do? Because obviously there's the guy's dead on the floor, and you know there's a few ways you can get out of the situation.
Okay, here's what I did. Spoiler alert, everybody. After I killed the guy, I mopped up the blood, walked out, talked to everybody in the bar, talked to the cop, and stupidly told the cop that I had just killed somebody. The cop brushed me off. I went back to my seat. The cop got up and started walking towards the bathroom, and at that point, I figured it's time to get the hell out of Dodge, and so I ran away and went down the subway.
Awesome. Right.
What are the different options?
Right.
Linear.
Yeah, there's other options. What I did, I picked up the guy and hid him in one of the cubicles. I then mopped up the blood on the floor with the mop, and then I went out and washed my hands. I washed all the blood off my hands and wrists, and then
Yeah, I did all that too.
dried my hands.
Okay, keep going.
And then I took a piss in the toilet.
Yes, I've done all this too. Okay.
Okay, and then went back into the bar, sat down, finished eating and drinking, and then just casually walked out when I saw the cop getting up to go into the toilets. Because another way you can do it is just to run straight out, and then you run out and everyone's looking at you going, oh, because there's blood all over you, and they're like, what's going on? And you just run out, and then the cop's like, what's going on? And he runs in the toilet, and he's like, there's someone dead in the middle of the floor, call 911. But like all throughout the game, there is other choices which I don't really want to go into now because it will really spoil the game. But it does affect like there's different paths in the game, and like there's different ways of doing stuff, and you know it's very, very good for an Xbox original. It's awesome. One of the best original Xbox games I think.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's very good. So if anyone is thinking about it, get it. Very, very good. I think Carl wants to mention something about a magazine.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's looked in the suggestion bit, but at the moment I'm currently developing a magazine to go along with 360Gamercast. It's pretty much going to be the offspring of it, named pretty much the same, just with the added magazine at the end. So it'll be 360Gamercast magazine, right? And it's pretty much going to be the standard you'd expect from a magazine itself. You know, like if you go out and buy, you know, like the official Xbox magazine, you don't expect shit really, do you?
I don't know,
So
mate.
It's going to be like lots of news, reviews, you know, the works.
Is this magazine going to cost anything?
Nope, it's going to be free to download. And
Oh, cool.
I don't know how I'm going to, you know, send it round. I might do it through an email or like Webby said, or I could put it on a file hosting site.
And can we are you going to put all this together yourself, are you?
I certainly am. I might need a few helpers, you know, a few editors and, you know, reviewers, the works.
Cool. I think it's a good idea. I mean, it's something for people to read.
Well, I've got everyone who's joined the forums on the website, I can email them all in one go. So there's one way of doing it. Or, as you say, hosting it, 'cause I don't know how you want it to look. If you want it to look like a proper magazine.
Yeah.
Because I know there's already some online magazines out there called Gamerzine or something like that. They look they're like all flash based and that, it depends how you want it really.
We just want a simple, flick through the pages sort of thing, really. Just for the news, reviews, competitions, stuff like that.
Excellent.
That's pretty much what it's going to be. And I'm not going to make it too long like you have in normal magazines. Be about 8, 9, maybe 10 pages, seeing how I get on.
Excellent. Well, I think on that bombshell, we're going to have to end the podcast. I think it's a pretty long one this week. So, from me, Mark Webb, gamertag Webby317.
And me, Carl Lush, gamertag Carl360.
And me, Colin Dean, gamertag Collie Wally.
Hello, my name is Uncle Math. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, see you later from Uncle Math.
And don't forget to visit the website 360Gamercast.com, and any suggestions put into the suggestion part of the forums for any chat on the forums as well. We will see you soon. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to 360Gamercast. And remember, next time the boss isn't around, join us in the forums at 360Gamercast.com.
Do 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 do.
Alright, let's get on Call of Duty.
Right now, fucking off upstairs.
Do you want?
Keep getting kicked out of every room I go in. It's so annoying.
Oh, go throw down.
Yeah, man. That's what it's all about.
Let's walk into the room naked and say, I've had enough of this.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Matthew didn't have any of your funny stories this week. I'm quite upset.
I did have one before, but I didn't want to mention it because kids might be listening and stuff. Right?
Oh, can you tell us now?
Netball, yeah, when we were at the netball before, right? There's, as I said to Faye, there's a lot of nice looking girls at the netball tournament, but there was a fucking lot of really, really big, huge girls, and fuck, how the hell they got those skirts on? I haven't got it. I'm sure one was wearing a curtain. Well, anyway, one bent down, man, and oh god, I saw the back end of the whole lot, and my daughter did too. Like that, and she had legs about 5 times fat than mine. Like, and I'll tell you what, it wasn't the bottom part of the legs. I shouldn't have looked, but I had to look because I wanted to see what it looked like. It was all... back of my legs were all pitted and everything. That wasn't the worst thing. She's wearing a fucking thong. I'm telling you. I'm never going to speak about thongs again in the whole of my life. Unless I do with a proper pair of knickers that had been fucking wedgied. I'm telling you now. I thought, what the fuck did I just look at that? I thought my daughter's going, Daddy, look, like that. The girl
She's scarred for life.
Yeah. I'm telling you now, man. Oh god, it was so gross. And she was probably the best at the player out of the whole lot of those girls that were on there. She was running around like a blue arse fly. She was honestly, she was the best by far. But there was other girls there as well. I saw the girl snap her ankle.
Ouch.
Fucking bitch. Just jumped up in the air and you could hear it crack right next to court 1. It was where we were. Felt so sorry for her though. She was a good looking girl. But other than that, I mean, I'll keep the rest of the stories to myself.
Oh, right, okay.
For a long late night MSN chat with you, Webby. I got a couple of good pictures like for you. But I'll have to email you them.
I'll put the pictures up on the website.
Yeah, you can do as well. You see, one of them, I took a picture of my girlfriend elbowing somebody else, and it's a non-contact sport as well, but she just had enough of this other girl, fucking belly button her, as I always call her. This big chubby girl was just running her stomach into my girlfriend constantly. Like, my girlfriend's not the biggest, she's only 9 stone, my girlfriend. But I just said, just get aggressive back if she does it, just hit her back, so she did. I thought it was cool.
Awesome.
I get hundreds of them.
Man says to wife, I fancy kinky sex. How about I come in your ear? She says no, I might go deaf. He says, I've been coming in your mouth for 20 years and you're still fucking talking.
Oh no!
If I had my mobile upstairs, I would have read you about 10 jokes, and they're so funny jokes as well. Normally, I just text everyone with them, but I run out of my I get like 500 texts in a month for nothing, and I run out of them sending jokes out to people.
I'll miss your jokes.
And I've actually got tons, and I've probably about 100 jokes from a friend. I'm sure one of his friends sits on the internet fucking copying them.
All right, see
Right,
ya.
see you all in a bit.
Bye.
Yep.